Hi there, Libra. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. It is your mid-July reading. It will span roughly the 15th to the 31st of the month, but of course energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before then and a little after. All right. Libra, oh my goodness. This period of time for you is dynamic, okay, to say the least. And I'm hearing for a number of you dynamic duo, all right? But also, Libra, there is this feeling of I'm hearing betting my wages and safekeeping. I'm also hearing for you, Libra, that there is this array, this grand, vast array of possibilities to work with. Creative possibilities. Vision is a great focus for you during this time. Imagination set to soar, Libra. I'm hearing unwieldy, imagination, strong focus on manifestation for you by way of the creative visual mind, okay? And I'm hearing capacity. Now, I'm hearing you're taking it all off. You're ready to go in whatever way that is taken for you, Libra. And just as I said that, 4 cards popped out, okay? 9 of Wands upright, 4 of Pentacles upright as well, okay? On one side, on the right hand side of the spread, and the 7 of Cups upright and the World upright on the left hand side of the spread. I have a citrine crystal here on either side that sort of frames the spread here, right above these 2 duos of cards. All right, and Justice, your very own card, right smack dab in the middle, beneath the 3rd citrine crystal that I have, right in the apex of your reading. Okay, let's roll with it, Libra. This is profound energy here for you as I'm feeling it. Look at that. Okay, Mother of Pentacles just flipped over acrobatically right above the Justice card, propped at the very apex over the citrine crystal in your reading, okay, in the spread, rather. And she's horizontally laid and she's upside down. There's something about every time I shuffle, I'm hearing the workload comes out. There's an easing, a lightening of pressure, perhaps. There's a recognition of where the pressure was, where it was held, so to speak, where you may have been holding yourself underwater, Libra. Okay. Now, this stack here, you pulled the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You pulled the 8 of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing aftermath. You pulled the 7 of Wands in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse after that, and the 5 of Pentacles upright. Okay, I'm hearing shape-shifting, alternate dimensions, reality, a world you knew. I'm hearing long gone. I'm hearing aforementioned. There's something about, okay, I almost, I was picking up the full stack. Yeah, you caught that, I believe, on the camera there. I was picking up the full stack, right, Libra? And I was trying to pick up all cards, but the last one, right, remained stuck to the table nearly. The Emperor in reverse, okay, and upside down, of course. There is something having to do with the material, tangible world, career, finances, for you, Libra, that I'm hearing excavating on site. There's something about retrieval, I'm hearing, and removal from, just as I said that, we pulled the Death card. Okay. Death, overlaying the stack of the 3 of Swords upright, the 8 of Pentacles upright, Temperance, long overdue, long overdue. Whatever this has been, whatever this transformation has been, is in transit of, you feel impending, has been impending. Where are the social rights? I'm hearing that you are Libra, right? You are ruled by Venus. You rule the 7th house, partnerships, diplomacy, harmony, balance, right? Justice being your card in the major arcana, right? Speaking of, I'm hearing judgment of what is just, what is right, quote unquote, what is fair. I'm hearing undo. Okay, now you pulled the Hierophant as well. I'm getting that this could be legal for some of you, all right? The Hierophant has been popping up for almost every sign now, okay? So Taurus energy, and the readings for nearly all the signs in the past month or so have been almost blending together. The energy of every sign is almost right, it's like seeping, intermingling with the fair. I'm hearing the fair of others. So there's something to do with perhaps a Taurus-like individual, someone with a lot of Taurus in their chart, someone who I'm hearing works for justice, injustice, justice. Take it as you will, Libra. There's something about constitutionalized effort to harmonize someone who may be involved in either party. I'm hearing clan group. Okay, whatever that means for you, Libra. There perhaps is an individual who may have been associated with whatever this revolving world was. Whatever I'm getting, it's like a revolving door. Okay, chapter to chapter that you are moving through. They may have been related to whatever this past history of feeling of, I'm hearing injustice, dissatisfaction in some kind of way, as you see it, as you feel it, as you've seen it, or as you've felt it. There is a recognition of who, what, where, why, how. This all comes full circle. You and I do feel for a number of you that this is, I'm hearing long gone. Something about whatever the situation was. Clean exit. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse, 7-8, boom, right there, right? It's procedural almost, procedural. Okay, I'm hearing again the aftermath, whatever this is referring to, a shakeup, a change to your day in and day out lifestyle, habit patterns, was ordered chaos of some sort, orderly. I'm hearing premonition. Again, premonition. There's something I'm hearing key in your zone. You're coming down to it, Libra. You're coming down to it. You're recognizing your world, as your very own. What is it that you create here? What are the values that you hold? What is the vibration that you hold by way of maintaining your personal order and effectiveness? I'm hearing effectiveness. What calls you to order your world in the way that you want it? What is that rhyme and that reason, that methodology, that rhythm that moves you into this world that you see as your own making, Libra? This is fertile ground, breaking out of preconceived notions, ideologies of where we are to go, what we are to do. I'm hearing it again, you're realizing this world is of your own. Whatever this next chapter is, it's buzzing. You are buzzing, on fire. You recognize that there is no door that leads you into the palace of your dreams, Libra. You recognize, I'm hearing centrifuge. You recognize that you just get swept into the dream of dreaming of this world. That's what takes you there. It's not algorithmic. There's no real start and end, right? One chapter to the next. It's not linear. It's absolutely seamless. I'm hearing barriers to entry, boundaries to entry. You recognize that as the beholder of your dreams, of the world that is created by way of accepting your being of light. There's no barrier. And there's also no entry. There's only an embodiment of your essence. Who are you, Libra? What have you come here to embody? Not just to enter into, not just to justify, claim, assume, understand, rationalize, but just to embody, to be, where there's no, veil between ourselves and what we project, where what we project is just translucent vibrations of our song. I'm hearing symphony choir. I'm hearing you've got support, Libra. You've got the backup, even if you don't hear it. Even if, you're standing on stage. I'm hearing sermon. Okay, so for whatever that may mean to a number of you, it may resonate in a number of ways. But even if you are standing on that stage, at that platform, and there is just a sea before you of silence, and I'm hearing stop, go. Stop, go. Even if you don't have a quantifiable, measurable, sizable, I'm hearing sizable audience that you, let's say, quote unquote, you call again your own. Call your own. I'm hearing that. Call your own. It doesn't mean that that audience isn't living through you, by you, around you, and with you. What dimension? I'm hearing holds this space. Holds this space, this value. What place, Libra, in your world do you call the seat of your soul, where you stand and can just be? No matter who's watching, no matter who's listening, if no one is listening and if no one is watching you and your being, where is that place where it just doesn't matter? We're in that space, right? Yet again, Libra, you are just being from the inside out, right? Not like from the outside in. Who's watching? Who's going to see me? If I do this, will they appreciate? Will they like it? Will they recognize it? To, right, by contrast, perhaps, I'm going to close my eyes and my ears and just listen to the voice that I know speaks right through me. And in that space of being and recognizing myself, listening to myself, appreciating myself, I then become both the performer and the audience. And it's that inner monologue, as I'm hearing it for you, Libra, that symphony, yet again, that symphony that is orchestrated in a soundless space, right? You're standing on that stage before what feels like a void. You still hear, you still listen, you still feel all the way through. I'm hearing how far you've come. How far you've come. I'm hearing living in the moment. And I'm hearing shed a tear. There are profound realizations for you, Libra, that you honor as just your personal truth. And even if what you may have experienced has, I'm hearing whiplash. Hopefully not, for none of you, ever, hopefully not, right? And hopefully not literal, of course. It can be taken in a number of ways, but right, there's this feeling of like oscillation. I'm hearing being dragged out of myself. Dragged out of myself. Where have you, in time and space, perhaps been pulled at your very own seams to experience yourself from the outside in? rather than, right, experiencing yourself for yourself, as yourself from the inside out. I'm getting social media for a number of you, right? And this sort of this self-perception and the act of perceiving oneself as outside of oneself, right? That is often characterized by social media. Right? Like taking a picture, and some forms of it, right? It's like taking a picture and, right, I'm putting myself and projecting myself in this space for, right, for what? For who? What is my message? Do I align with myself? Am I communicating? I'm hearing, am I communicating through my audience? I'm hearing perpetrator. Okay. Whatever that may mean for a number of you. But there's an expansiveness of growth in terms of, I'm hearing standing ovation. So I'm hearing measurable, sizable progress yet again. Okay. So Libra, there is almost like an exponential sort of feeling to I'm hearing the measure, to the measure, to the measure of, I'm hearing stop, go, stop, go. Right? And so if we think about the side of a mountain, right? Seldom is it just entirely aligned, right? Just perfectly straight, not a single rock budging out from the edge. It's got, right, jagged sort of terrain that lines it, right? Some parts of the mountain you're gonna move a little, right, upwards and then downwards and then to the side and side. It's not, right, the natural form of matter in and of itself, of experiencing matter, the material world, the third dimension is always going to be, I'm hearing suspended. There's always going to be a grappling with change of some kind. A little up, a little down, a little left, a little right. It's the reverberation of these forms of experience that create the, yes, oh, I'm hearing uphill battle, okay, but it's all how we perceive it, right? That supercharge, I'm hearing supercharge your lineage, your past. There's something about what you've experienced, Libra, that is charging your future right now. And where you are present to the space between your past and your future. And you just embody wherever that takes you, just takes you, right? Moving with it, flowing with your flow, your internal flow. I'm hearing we're moving, baby. We're moving. So, the wheels, I'm getting the wheels are in motion. You understand that it's an internalization of the process that is the fuel for this rocket ship. And it's all a matter of focusing, honing in on what is my secret sauce? What is mine? Not because I own it, not because I claim it, not because I assume it. Yet again, I'm hearing those three words in particular. But because I am it. Because I embody my future. That is what I just am. Where am I taking myself? And I want to make sure I've got enough fuel in my rocket to soar to those heights that I know I'm destined to reach. I'm destined to reach. And further, I know that in order to do that, to make sure that I've got I'm hearing my signature on the dotted line, it's a matter of forming it. What, yet again, is my signature? What is my world that I call my own? And how can I call it? How do I frame it? How do I shape it in some way that maintains its integrity to who I am as the creator of it? And that's a very personal process. It's a very internal process, Libra. It's you, and you. I'm hearing humble abode. It's you in your humble abode. Almost like the vision I'm getting is the Hermit card, Major Arcana, Virgo. Right? It's like this meditative, I'm hearing cat's pose, okay, but meditative moment of just dreaming. So I don't see for you, Libra, necessarily that you are rationalizing through the process in spite of having pulled the Justice card. Right? What I'm feeling for you is there's this almost like a shift in perception of rationality. What is my left from my right, what I can deem positive from negative, becomes, where's the world of my past and everything to do with it, that's associated with it? How has it led me to my future by way of forming my present, understanding of all three dimensions, and what forms the continuity and the divergence of them. What do I need to let go energetically from this? I'm hearing ulterior dimension. This came up for another sign. Okay, but what is it, right? That I'm hearing that lingers from whatever this past was, whatever this shakeup was. Right? Absolutely could be a career. You pull the Emperor in reverse. I'm hearing the situation, the history. What holds you vibrationally in this state, so to speak? And writing, Libra, writing may play a great part in the process of this consecration of where you see your past is leading you. And making peace with it. Making peace with it. Understanding that it's all continuous. It's all, I'm hearing safe. It's all safe haven. Of course, general reading, right? Take it as you will, Libra. It may always depend on you, right? Your personal situation. Always heed your personal intuition. Always, but I'm hearing that safe haven, playground, and I'm seeing it's like a vast playground, stretched out, and I got a similar feeling for, was it Pisces? Okay, there is this sort of elongation and this recognition, this aerial perception of time, space, matter, and seeing yet again the continuity of it all. There's a strong Neptunian energy here for you, strong dreamer like trance energy that is almost like a tide, like a wave that washes over this land, this playground. Hearing, come out to play. Come out to play. We can come out to play now. Something about hiding, Libra, hiding wherever in the past. Again, there's been this retreat in some kind of way, right? Hopefully not. But wherever you may have felt that, I'm hearing lurking in the shadows. I'm hearing attention. From attention, you're recognizing no one is going to live my dream. It's not something that is transferable. I'm the only one who wants this. It's my calling. And I want to listen. To what I have to say to myself. I'm hearing hocus pocus. No more hocus pocus. It's time to play. No more hocus pocus. It's time to play. Libra, it's profound. It's this surge and uprising of, I'm hearing the individual. Yes, yes, but, and as I say that, there's a stiffness to my ring finger and my pinky finger, and they're almost very closely, they're like scrunching next to one another. Okay, so whatever that may mean to a number of you, but it's the uprising and the surge of the individual. I'm hearing independent. And I'm hearing personality, okay, for a number of you, but also the inner child. And I'm hearing sing song, something. You are taking it all off, Libra. Wherever. It's like all this baggage. I didn't even realize my backpack was this heavy. My shoulders are really sore. Time to unload, right? Unload. I'm hearing the masquerade. Okay, whatever that may mean to a number of you. There is a coming forward with what defines our personal truth. Even if that means shaking up the game that's played on the playground. Right? Everybody has their song that they want to sing. Everybody is unique, is different in their own right. Now, there is, right, the Hierophant is very interesting because the Hierophant speaks of conventionalism, of institutionalized, I'm hearing institutionalized bonds for a number of you. Okay, but I'm hearing, how can we remain fixed? How can we work as one together, be it you and another, or you within yourself, and yet maintain, I'm hearing, our freedom as individuals, both different in our rights, and yet one and the same, operatable. There is a world that is created by way of this bond, be it your own creative potential as you see it, as you feel it, right? Or that which is sort of universe that you see yourself, I'm hearing inhabiting when you and this other individual come together. There's something intergalactic, okay, as I feel it, intergalactic, very, very, very Neptunian, super watery, like very, very, almost tumbling in waves of interdimensionality and understanding of keys. I'm hearing keys that we hold that we've never held. I'm hearing secret sauce. Again, secret sauce, universe. There's something that brings you this profound state of awareness of chaos and order. Now, I almost said Pisces, and Pisces are ruled by Neptune. All right, but absolutely could be this energy coming through for you that is very Neptunian, very dreamlike, very trance-like, yet again in that meditative state. But if you know Pisces, if you have Pisces rising, ascendant, or moon sign, then you may want to check that video out as well, as there may be further details that speak to your situation. All right, nonetheless, you're pulling a number of fives. Very prominent here. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. The 5th card of the Major Arcana, the Hierophant. And I'm hearing you're halfway there. You're halfway there and you're done. I'm hearing, and you're done. There's a duplicity to whatever this, I'm hearing chain of events is. Understanding where you stand within those polar realms, be it between you and another, that meeting point, that internal understanding, meeting yourself halfway, right? Yet again, mind, body, soul, and that place from which we operate that is just balanced. It's just balanced. I'm hearing, is our ticket in? Is our ticket in? Is our ticket through? And you pull the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. There is a rumination on emotionally as well. I'm hearing emotional counterbalance of what takes us to that world that we dream of. You have the world mirroring the Nine of Wands. You have the Four of Pentacles mirroring the Seven of Cups. What will be my emotional reality in this world? And how do I shape this world to suit me? Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, as you see it, as you feel it. Where is that, I'm hearing, happy place? And I know that the path to it begins by descending into myself and ascending in my understanding of myself. Where do I go from here? I'm hearing, where do I go from here? This is a maze-like energy, right? It's like almost like the inner labyrinth, Libra. But you recognize yet again that it is about going to these deep, deep depths of, I'm hearing, your personality, of you, of who you are, of what's real to you, what you've come here to create. That defines your starting point. And I'm hearing the only point from which this rocket ship can take off. Okay, and from there it is another dimension. Okay, I'm feeling it's like no words for that. Okay, no. It's incomprehensible. Whatever. It's like, there are no words, Libra. There are no words. And it's a matter of accepting wherever this takes you as being the only place you can go that leads you further and further and further to the core of who you are, and knowing that that's my path. That's the path that I am destined to take on. I'm the creator of it. I am the trailblazer. And if I am to blaze the trail, I must accept the journey, the brush that I am to clear to find myself. Yet again, I'm hearing yet again. It's so beautiful, Libra, so poetic. I'm hearing angelic sort of energy. This is so ethereal. Again, Neptunian-like energy. There's this blurring of lines between where am I and where am I? Right? Again, and seeing things from the inside out rather than necessarily than the outside in. So you're coming into your own on many different levels. As I'm feeling it, Libra, there's this exploratory sort of energy that's very childlike, very playful, very exciting. Enjoy it. And I hope that you found this reading helpful, all right? And I'm zeroing in on my cinnabar stone right as we, right before we part. And this stone speaks specifically to soul path calling, right? So career, soul path calling, that path that we just know, right, is our own. Speaks to, I'm hearing our home, where we are from, where we are headed, and where that brings us in the third dimension. Soul path calling, all right? So thank you so very much, Libra, again, for tuning in. I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and I will be back soon with your, we are already in August, nearly there, all right? So August reading, stay tuned for that, and otherwise, thank you so very much for all of your likes, your subscriptions, your comments. I am so touched by all of you, and I wish you all love and light on this exciting journey ahead. And I know some of you have been asking if I have any social media accounts by which we can connect, and I've made a Twitter account specifically for Alchemy and you, so feel free to add that handle. I'll be updating any sort of details regarding the channel, my website, things like that. So if you want to keep in the loop via Twitter, you can feel free to add that handle, Alchemy and you. All right. Otherwise, thank you so much again, Libra. Enjoy July, and I will see you soon. Bye.